Plaintiff Ronell Bass says the defendant is his young cousin, and he's the cheapest man Ronell knows. Ronell claims the defendant does not pay for his dates, and he's suing him today because Ronell loaned the defendant money, but instead of repaying him, he bought new rims for his car. Defendant Lawrence Stokes says there's nothing wrong with being conservative with his money, especially since he's a full-time student. Lawrence admits that he borrowed money from Ronell, but insists they always help each other out, so he didn't think he had to repay him.
Tell me what happened.
That's my little cousin. I love him to death. But he the cheapest man on earth, sir. I'm gonna tell you something.
Second to me.
Maybe so, but you
Go ahead.
Ain't nothing wrong with being conservative.
That's right.
You know
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
It's hard times, Your Honor.
Tell my kids, because they don't believe me.
Yeah.
Your Honor, this man's so cheap, he took a girl to a restaurant. Fine girl, body and all. She was bad now. They get into the restaurant. He tell her they got to play rock, paper, scissors to see who pay for this date. Like, Your Honor, like any woman, the lady got up and left now. She got up and left. Another instance, he take a girl to McDonald's. He ordered some food, tell her she can't get a drink. He probably ordered off the 99-cent menu anyway. We go to a club on a Friday night.
That is absurd.
I'm talking, son.
Objection.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, we go to a club on a Friday night. We get to the register. They got a stack of coupons saying, you get in free. Everybody grab one coupon. It's just proper etiquette. I turn around and look. He grabbed a whole stack of coupons. He been getting in the club free for a whole year.
Is that true?
No, that ain't true.
Sir, you want to give some background on this case, on yourself, on him? He says you
First
are
of all,
very frugal.
He don't even know the whole story. Like I say, ain't nothing wrong with being conservative. I'm a full-time college student. Gotta be. It's hard times right now.
Right. Where do you go to college?
I don't want to say that, on national television and everything,
Why, you don't like
Seminole Community College, sir.
That's all right. That's good. Where do you go?
He don't go nowhere.
I got a baby, Your Honor.
man.
I support my child.
You can go to college at night.
So
I had babies when I was in college, going to law school at night and working during the day and providing for mine. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? I got to, be smart with my money. So I meet this girl at a club one night, right? And I take her to this real nice 5-star restaurant in Orlando. I end up spending like $60 that night between me and her, paid for the whole thing. The next day, I went.
That's a big deal for a college student.
It is.
Folks acting like.
It is. You know what I'm saying?
He probably got the money from me.
Go ahead.
I wouldn't doubt it. But anyway, so the next day we go to the movies. I spend like $40, $50 at the movies. Tickets was like $30. I'm spending all this money. So the third date come around. I done spent this money. We done ate. The check come. So I want to hit to her that, look, it's time for you to start, paying for some of these dates and we're going to keep seeing each other, So I told her, I was like, look,
Was she in school? Is she in school?
No, she
working?
wasn't in school. Supposedly she was lying to me the whole time, telling me she was a model and stuff. So I'm like, okay, cool, you're a model, you got a little change on you. So, front the bill for some time. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right.
That's all that is.
You're a student. You're absolutely right.
So anyway, you can't talk about me, dog. You a gigolo, dog. She could be fat, smelly, dirty, one-legged, and she got a check, he gon' try to talk to her, Your Honor, and that ain't right. And I don't understand why you suing me, dog, because every time you ever needed something, Your Honor, it was one time I had got a call from Ronell, right? He called me, he said, "Cub, meet me at this corner and bring me some clothes." So I come, meet him at the corner, and this dude is butt-booty naked. Butt-booty naked.
Why?
Because he told me he was at this lady's house and a man came home. So he tells me, he looks, hey. So he tells me he looks at the man, he looks at the window, and his first instinct was to jump out the window. So he run down the street, give me a call. I had to bring him the clothes and everything. And I've never seen you date.
Did that happen? We're going to get to the loan you're suing him about, but
Your Honor,
did you want to address that allegation or do you want to move on?
let's move on.
Let's do it.
Let's talk about the loan.
You want to put my business
You're suing
out
him $1,200 for a loan.
Yes, sir.
How so?
He wasn't working January 2008. He said car insurance was due. He needed $500. All right, you my little cousin, you trying to do something with your life. I give you $500, no problem. He pretty much live off his financial aid money. So he say, when I get my money, I give you back. All right, cool. This January, I know he usually don't get a good check till about September. No problem. May of 08 come around. He need another $500. Car insurance due again. All right, cool. I know his checks be about $3 grand. All right, I give it to him. He don't ever pay my money back. So I ain't gonna get mad. You family or whatever. It's cool. January 09, he need $200 for rent. I give him $200. That's my family. I really wasn't gonna sue him.
And he's in college trying to do the right thing.
Yeah, you know, so I'm trying to support him because maybe one day he'll be something, he'll look out for me.
That's right.
Now, what made me come sue him today, Judge, is when he pulled up to my house and got rims on his car. You can afford to go put some rims on your car, but you can't give me my money.
He begs for what he needs and buys what he wants.
Yes, sir. I got a daughter.
That's right. That's your priority. You're absolutely right. Sir, is that true? You buying rims? I thought you were so conservative. You using the money that your cousin has loaned you to buy rims? Is that true?
No, that ain't true. But I do like to ride clean sometimes. You know, I think Mercedes-Benz is the best automaker in the world.
What car do you have?
Right about now, I got a Ford Taurus.
And do you have expensive rims?
They nice.
How much?
About $1,500.
The rims cost more than the car.
You right, Your Honor.
I don't know if you're conservative, but I don't know how smart you are.
You trying to slam
Sir, talk to me.
Okay.
Doesn't sound like you're too financially literate, to put it that way. That's the nice way of putting it. Financially literate means you know how to manage your money properly and spend it on the correct items and invest it when you have enough to do so and pay people when they loan you money. Tell me about these loans.
So, well, first of all, me and Ronell, we supposed to be tight like a noose on a neck. I mean, we go back like a pair of light up shoes. So I don't understand, you know, why I'm really here today. Because we've always had a type of relationship where if I got something and he needed it, he can come get it. And if I needed something, as you can see, unfortunately, I was a little bit more needed than, you know, what I would have liked to.
Sir, did you agree to repay him?
Yeah, I told him I'd pay him back when I could. And, you know, lately I ain't been able to do that.
And is that what he told you he'd pay you when he could?
When he got his financial aid money.
And have you gotten your financial aid money for this semester?
Yeah.
All right. You owe him $1,200 is your judgment. He agrees that he owes you, and you said he agreed to pay you when he got his financial aid, and he has received his financial aid. And use your money smartly, sir. That doesn't make any sense. You in college trying to better yourself and out here spending your money on foolishness, buying rims that cost more than the car. I mean, I know you have to live off your financial aid. I did the same thing, lived off my financial aid and particularly loans, but I was able to finish. And with this nonsense you're doing, you're not going to be able to finish and pay back those loans. And that's the only reason a lot of young people turn down the loans, because they think they don't want to have to pay it back, or they don't want to get burdened with a loan. Well, if you know you're going to graduate and get a job, then what's the problem?
You're right.
If you don't think you're going to graduate, then you shouldn't go to college and use the loans anyway. But if you know you're going to graduate and be successful, I had to pay $200,000 in loans back. $200,000. But it worked out.
You got it.
Judgment for the plaintiff. Have a good day.